Hi students, in this module you will be learning about the role of functional foods, the nutraceuticals and the management of inborn errors of metabolism. You will learn about the definition of the inborn, which itself denotes that these are congenital in nature or a person is often born with a particular disorder which has to be only managed. You will also be learning the basis of the occurrence of this disease, that is, how a mutation or a disturbance in the genetic makeup of an individual can affect the individual forever. But diet is available which is tailor-made or personalized for the use by these individuals so that they can avoid life-threatening conditions that may occur sometime in them. They belong to various metabolic categories. You will be learning about how disturbance in amino acid metabolism, disturbance in fat metabolism, disturbance in carbohydrate metabolism and result in various manifestations of the error in metabolism. Earlier times, the treatment used to be simply avoiding the food, which often puts the individual at a nutritional disadvantage. But now with the availability of number of functional foods, nutraceutical products that are specifically designed for use by these individuals, this problem is now to some extent resolved. In this module, you will be learning about the role of functional foods, the nutraceuticals and the management of inborn errors of metabolism. You will learn about the definition of the inborn, which itself denotes that these are congenital in nature or a person is often born with a particular disorder which has to be only managed. You will also be learning the basis of the occurrence of this disease. There are different types of functional foods, that is the nutraceuticals, designer food, medical foods, etc. Let us see what they are. The nutraceuticals are compounds or chemicals found as natural component of the food or other ingredients which may be helpful to the humans in preventing or managing some of the disease condition or improve the physical performance. They may be in capsule form, powder or some other form and taken in smaller quantity, as they may be active ingredients and sometimes fall in the gray area between food and drug. This term designer food was coined in the year 1989 by the National Cancer Institute. This defines the foods that have cancer preventing phytochemicals in them which are naturally present, or foods to which the bioactive molecules from some other source has been added by enrichment technique. They may be the bioactive plants which are derived substances such as flavonoids, carotenoids, etc., which are considered to have beneficial effect on human health. The natural health products are a group of functional foods that may be homeopathic drugs, food ingredients that are used in traditional medicines. They could be minerals or trace elements, vitamins, amino acids, essential fatty acids or other botanical substances prepared from animals or microorganisms. The natural foods can be sold in medicinal form, for example fish oils that are sold as capsules. The novel foods. The novel foods are those which have no history of safe use and are totally new. It may fall under the novel category even if the process adopted to prepare is a new one and not used previously. Foods prepared by genetic engineering methods and recombinant technologies are also considered as novel foods. Medical foods are those special dietary foods that are intended for use only under medical supervision and must be consumed based on doctor's advice, either they are administered orally or parenterally. Consumption of these foods would meet nutritional requirements of people suffering from some medical conditions. The claims for these foods must be scientifically proven and approved for use. Dietary supplements are those that are intended to supplement the diet with normal constituents of diet and enhance the biomolecule levels in the body in addition to its daily intakes from the diet. The biomolecules used in the preparation of supplements may be vitamins, minerals, herbs and their extracts, other botanicals, amino acids and other dietary substances. These may be in the form of pill, capsule, tablet, liquid, powder in addition to the diet consumed by man and not as substitutes or as a sole meal. All the functional foods confer their beneficial health promoting property by virtue of chemicals that are present in them, known popularly as the phytochemicals or the phytonutrients. The inborn errors are a group of diseases which are congenital in nature and also they are called as genetic diseases. These diseases are due to mutation in a single gene that codes for an enzyme involved in some metabolic pathways. Individuals also can have mutations at some genes which involve many enzymes, more than one enzyme. Due to the altered enzyme structure, there is a disturbance in their function. Due to this reason, a particular food component cannot be metabolized, resulting in accumulation of a substrate or some other toxic compounds. Secondly, the normal metabolism is disturbed and the individual may suffer from one or other type of nutritional disorder and unhealthy status. The normal growth and physical mental functions may be affected. Synthesis of some molecules required for normal physiological functions are also affected, resulting in a cluster of malfunctions referred to as metabolic or congenital disorder. Sir Archibald Garrod, a British physician, described this in the early part of the 20th century. He proposed the one gene, one enzyme hypothesis based on his studies on the disease. He had collected data from individuals suffering from this disorder and studied the nature of the disease and the pattern of inheritance. This metabolic disease or group of syndrome can be classified on the basis of metabolism that is affected. It may be disturbance in carbohydrate, amino acid, organic acid metabolisms. There may be disturbance in lysosomal storage, and these diseases are then known as the lysosomal storage disease. Diseases glycogen storage is an example of error in and carbohydrate urine disease are disturbance in amino acid metabolism. If the urea cycle is affected, it results in a deficiency of an enzyme, namely carbamyl phosphate synthase 1. Medium chain acyl coenzyme A dehydrogenase deficiency, often shortened to as MCADD, results in defective fatty acid metabolism and mitochondrial oxidation. Porphyrias are another group of syndrome which are due to error in porphyrin metabolism. Disturbance in purine or pyrimidine, which are nucleotides, cause Lesch-Nyhan syndrome. In lipoid congenital adrenal hyperplasia, the steroid metabolism is affected. Lysosomal disorders are known as Gaucher's disease, Niemann-Pick disease, and so on. Problems that are common to most of the disorders are the diagnosis is made on symptoms and the patients suffer from disorders of various organs including the digestive. This results in lowered food intake and growth failure. The advice given to the patients is to change the diet along with the treatment regimen. Mostly they are identified during infancy itself. The treatment in the earlier decades used to be just restriction of dietary protein and manages other conditions. In recent years, enzyme replacement, gene therapy, organ transplantation, stem cell therapy are done to treat the disorder. Individuals with this disorder suffer from toxicity due to impairment in the normal metabolism. This results in accumulation of dietary substance in high concentrations or their levels of metabolites formed due to error in the intermediate metabolism. The diseases affecting different amino acid metabolism are groups such as aminoacidopathies, which includes the phenylketonuria, maple syrup urine disease, homocystinuria, tyrosinemia, and others. If the metabolism of organic acids are involved, the group of diseases are termed as organic acidemias, namely the methylmalonic, propionic isovaleric acidemias, and others. Disturbance in urea cycle or ornithine transcarbamylase deficiency, affliction of carbohydrate metabolism like sugar intolerance, namely the galactosemia, hereditary fructose intolerance are forms of metabolic disorders. Metal intoxication like Wilson disease, hemochromatosis, etc. due to buildup of high levels of plasma copper and iron respectively are also known. In Wilson disease, there are low levels of copper binding protein known as ceruloplasmin, resulting in high levels of circulating copper, causing copper toxicity. The primary treatment of objectives of these conditions is to re-establish the metabolic balance, and to achieve this, a range of strategies can be used either individually or in combination. Dietary restriction is the most important. Phenylketonuria is caused by an enzyme deficiency, namely phenylalanine hydroxylase in the liver that breaks down the phenylalanine. As a result, the levels of phenylalanine increases in the body, resulting in mental retardation. PKU, being a genetic disorder, cannot be prevented. However, if it is detected in early part of life, it can be managed better by giving the individual with diet containing low in phenylalanine, and this may prevent mental retardation. Lifelong treatment is by limiting phenylalanine intake to that amount which is required to maintain the protein synthesis and growth. Thus, reduction of dietary protein is one of the main treatment options for phenylketonuria and other amino acid disorders. The MSUD is characterized by high levels of leucine, isoleucine, and valine in circulation. In homocystinuria, there are increases in the homocysteine and methionine levels. These two amino acidopathies can be managed by diet therapy. Treatment of diseases for organic acidemias and certain urea cycle defects can be through dietary restriction, particularly protein, but it's not much help as there is continuous accumulation of toxic metabolites. Treatment and management of all these diseases is for lifelong. In view of this, a number of functional foods are commercially available for use by these patients. The most common difficulty with carbohydrate digestion is deficiency in breakdown of lactose or the milk sugar. In patients with lactase deficiency, lactose remains in the gut where it is attacked by bacteria to form lactic acid, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen. The acid causes cramping and contributes to diarrhea brought on by osmotic movement of water into the intestine. Most people with this problem avoid milk, and foods that contain large amount of milk and small amounts of milk, however, can be tolerated. Soya bean milk is usually used, but milk treated with lactase is reported to be better tolerated. Yogurt contains lactase, and the bacteria that produces it is good to supply the milk products to those suffering from lactase deficiency. For those who have galactosemia, elimination of galactose and its source, primarily the milk, is required. Other foods containing galactose should also be avoided. For infants, non-milk protein sources are needed, and soya bean milk or casein hydrolysate are often used. The dietary supplementation or replacement therapy is one attractive option. In some metabolic diseases, dietary supplementation may be immensely helpful. Individuals suffering from glycogen storage disease benefit by eating cornstarch or some other sugar substitute frequently to prevent hypoglycemia. This will prevent them from having low levels of blood glucose. In the same way, vitamins supplementation, namely thiamine supplementation, may be beneficial to those suffering from several types of disorders that cause lactic acidosis. Although it is known that a relationship exists between diet and gene expression, the precise relationship as to how the effect was exerted was not well understood. Development of nutrigenomic science, which is an application of recombinant technology to nutrition, it is possible to study the diet and gene interaction. By nutrigenomic studies, it is possible to develop personalized diet for individuals with metabolic disorders. Therefore, specific nutritional interventions can be done both in terms of food composition and in food selection. The nutrient-gene interaction and their health effects have been documented very well. The information available now is used to treat some life-threatening errors of metabolism by diet therapy. Galactosemia is a genetic disorder where the individual is unable to convert galactose to glucose. It is discovered in infants who are fed milk shortly after birth because milk contains large amount of galactose. It is not treatable, then galactosemia can result in cataract, enlarged liver, spleen, mental retardation. The treatment is avoidance of milk and milk products for lifelong, but soya bean milk can be given to these children. Medical foods and nutrition management is important in management of inborn errors of metabolism. Since the management of these rare genetic disorders involve restriction of natural diet, there could be imbalances in dietary intake of nutrients like proteins, which are source of essential amino acids, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, which are required for normal growth and development. In spite of the availability of variety of medical foods, compliance continues to be a problem. Medical foods are marketed as nutritionally complete and nutritionally incomplete and in different forms. They are available specifically for each disease in forms such as sachets, ready to feed, capsules, bars, etc. Consuming a variety of these special foods may balance the nutrient intakes as well as their bioavailability. Treatment of some of the inborn errors of metabolism may not be through replacement of the normal diet in toto, but may be through supplementation with single nutrients. This approach has been tried using supplementation with single nutrients such as carnitine, leucine, isoleucine, coenzyme Q at doses that are much higher than recommended by the recommended dietary allowance for amino acids. In spite of the availability of many nutraceuticals and medical foods that fall in gray area between medical foods and drugs for the treatment of inborn errors of metabolism, most of them really do not provide a total nutrition support or ensure the recommended dietary allowance intakes. Nevertheless, the medical foods are essentially required for the patients with metabolic disorders as a source of variety of nutrients. Medical foods are categorized under different class as they cannot be either conventional foods or drugs, but they have to meet the daily nutritional requirements of those suffering from IEM. Regulation of the functional food, particularly the medical food, is very important. In India, the food regulation, including that of all functional food categories, is done by the Food Safety and Standards of India. It functions under the directives of the Ministry of Health and Family Planning. The foods under the functional food category are all varieties of food supplements, nutraceuticals, food for special dietary uses, novel and medical foods. The medical foods can be used only under doctor's supervision and advice, and physicians should also prescribe the quantity to be consumed by the individual. According to the FDA, a medical food is permitted to make a health claim in order to meet a requirement occurring due to a condition or a disease. Food for special dietary use. The US FDA defines that food for special dietary use is meant for meeting a special dietary requirement which is existing as a result of a disease or some medical condition. They may include convulsions, lactation, food allergy, underweight and overweight. The foods under this category may be meant for supplying a specific diet or formula to meet the particular dietary needs of the elderly, infants and children. Food for special dietary needs are also used to supplement or fortify the normal diet with a nutrient, usually any vitamin, mineral or any other phytonutrient. The difference between a medical food and a food for special dietary use is that medical food is used under medical supervision, whereas food for special dietary use may be meant for use by general population. The medical foods do not carry nutrient and health claim, but the foods for special dietary use are permitted claims that are approved by the Food Safety Authority. The same rule also applies for hypoallergenic foods and diet foods. The ingredients and the additives that are used in the preparation of these foods must belong to generally recognized as safe, that is GRAS, or must be having the prior approval by the FSSAI, that is the Food Standard and Authority of India. Dietary supplement. According to the FSSAI, the foods that are meant to supplement the normal diet of the individuals are dietary supplement. They are composed of one or more nutrients that may be minerals, vitamins, proteins, amino acids, mineral complexes, enzymes, non-nutrient, botanicals, extract from animal sources or any other substance that have potential or proven health benefits. The supplements should not fall under the drug category, which is done by the drug controller. Labeling requirements are to be followed in India, and they are also covered under the Food Safety and the Standard Act of 2006 and the Packaging and Labeling Regulations of 2011. In the case of dietary supplements, the information on the label should not indicate the product as a conventional food or as a sole item of a meal or a diet. The claims that can be written on the label should be approved by the Food Authority and must comply with the legal statute. In the case of a new nutrient without history of safe use in India or without evidence showing its safety approval will not be given. For the regulatory clearance, nutritional and physiological benefits must be proven with science-based evidence and must be approved by the Food Authority. The authority, a scientific panel, and expert groups who study the case and guide the authority to take science-based decisions. The products cannot contain nutrient exceeding the upper safe limit or 1 RDA. According to the Indian regulation, no claim can be made on the label suggesting cure or treatment or prevention of a disease. The declaration to that effect must be printed on the label. According to FSSAI of 2011, there are certain rules with respect to manufacture, pack, sell, offer for sale, market or distribute or import food for special medical purposes. As per the regulation, all these products must have a label declaration. The label should give complete information in a detailed manner as per the guideline framed by the Food Authority and the legislation. All the packages of foods for special medical purpose should carry the label or the following declaration: food for special medical purpose, which should be printed near the name or brand name of the product and recommended to be used under medical advice only. Should be printed on the label in bold letters, and it should be done in a distinctly visible manner. For the dietary management of a disease, the same must be printed on the label. This can be done only after the approval by FSSAI, which will scrutinize scientific data submitted by a company for a particular product. The company must provide all the clinical, experimental, epidemiological data in support of the efficacy of the product in question in the management of a disease. The statement indicating as supplement or functional food as nutritionally complete can be declared on the label only if the food product is intended to be used as a nutritionally complete food. The label details must also provide information on the rationale for use by the target population, direction for its use and its usefulness and other properties. If it is intended for use by specific age group only, that information must also be given in the label, like for infants only, for elderly, for pregnant women, etc. In case of nutrients, their quantities may be expressed as percentages of the recommended dietary allowance or as percentage value or percent DV. The label details must also provide information on the rationale for use by the target population, direction for its use and its usefulness and other properties. You have learnt in this module about the basis for the occurrence of the inborn errors of metabolism. The inborn errors of metabolism, as you have learnt, is something which an individual is born with a problem right from birth. This is diagnosed mostly when the infant is very small. Mostly they are associated with very poor growth, sometimes poor mental performances and also other type of disabilities. If the disease is not diagnosed and if not treated, some of them can result in lifelong deformities or can result in mental retardation, thus affecting the quality of the life. But now we have number of food supplements and these can be used by these individuals who are born with these disorders for management of the disease condition, because there is no really a treatment or a cure for these disorders, but it simply requires management which is mostly diet related, because it is something to do with the digestion of different type of food component that a human being eats, something like intolerance to the milk, which is very commonly known to all of you. So now you know the alternatives that a mother can give the child if the child cannot consume normal cow's milk.